Our debut single is Powerful Better Than You Left Me.
Well, you know, you could have scripted more around
So, why are you supporting Ben Carson?
Because he is the best man in the race.
I believe that as well. I say he will be the greatest president of our lifetime.
Totally agree with you.
Agreed.
We just got to get him to the White House.
Because you and I both know he cares for this country. He cares deeply for this country. And he could bring the values back to the White House that we so desperately need. The one that's most lacking is leadership. Ben is one who could be a leader. He needs to restore religious freedom to the United States. Ben can restore religious freedom to the United States. You know, as a veteran, we need to restore the strength and reputation of America in a dangerous world.
Amen.
Ben understands that. And again, not as a punchline, but someone who knows what this country was founded on. You know, as I tell people, my parents escaped to this country from communist countries. They know what this country is about. When I looked at the field of candidates from whom we choose, it is very clear. Ben Carson knows what this country is all about. So it's a real pleasure to introduce the person I hope to God will be the next President of the United States, Dr. Ben.
Good to be back in Baltimore again. I want to thank all of the supporters, all the people who have continued to work so incredibly hard in this endeavor. You know, this was, as you know, not something that was on my bucket list of things to do. I was looking at something considerably different than this, but you know, I listened to the voices of millions of Americans. And we still have millions of Americans who are saying on Facebook, you cannot leave us. We have to have a representative of honesty, integrity, and somebody who is not a politician who just does things that are politically expedient and doesn't really care too much about what is right. That is what the problem is, and as I've had an opportunity to really study our system, it has become a little bit discouraging seeing all the relationships that exist there.
Right.
It is rotten. It is rotten to the core.
Yes, it
on
is.
both sides, Democrats and Republicans. And they have weaved such a complex web, it will be very, very difficult to untangle it. But I'm not ready to quit trying to untangle it yet.
All right.
which includes much of the media.
Yeah.
You know, they don't like it when someone challenges their authority.
Tell it.
And I think I'm probably the epitome of someone who challenges their authority. And I absolutely have refused to cooperate with the billionaires and the special interests, and they don't seem to get it. But the problem is they are the problem, and they don't seem to understand that.
No, they don't.
And at some point, if we continue down this road and we're going off the cliff, just before they hit bottom, they will realize that they're going off the cliff too. And at some point, you would hope that they would give up their little special interest and be interested once again in the United States of America.
Amen.
Think about the pledge that we all learned in kindergarten. One nation. That means united. That means working together. Under God. That means we don't throw away our faith.
Amen.
That means we understand that that is an important part of who we are. And maybe the rest of the world doesn't understand that. But our founding document, our Declaration of Independence, says that our rights come from our Creator.
Amen.
Darkest before the dawn. Indivisible. What does that mean? It means we don't allow people to come in and create a war on women, and racial wars, and income wars, and age wars, and religious wars, and a war on virtually everything imaginable to keep us divided at a time when we need to be more united than ever because we have radical Islamic extremists who want to destroy us. Why should we help them by trying to destroy ourselves? With liberty, freedom. What is freedom? Freedom is not having the government controlling every aspect of your life. Freedom is not having the PC police tell you what you can say and what you cannot say. We are the ones who will determine what our level of freedom is by what we accept. And the people of America must recognize that they have to be actively engaged in freedom. Is not free. You have to fight for it.
That's right.
Every single day. And all you have to do is look throughout history and see what has happened to those societies where people were not willing to stand up, where they thought it was easier just to sit down and put your head down and hope that you weren't noticed and that no one called you a nasty name. Well, you know, people call me nasty names every day, a lot of nasty names. And, you know, I just let it roll off my back like water. But it is sad that we have reached a stage in our country where because someone has a disagreement with you, you know, they want to call you names, they want to destroy your life, they want to destroy everything that they can possibly destroy. Where did that come from? It did not come from our Judeo-Christian foundation. It came from something evil that is in our society today, and something that we must fight to eradicate. And recognize that we Americans are all in the same boat. And if part of the boat sinks, the rest of it's going down too. So we have to start thinking collectively, recognizing that we only have 330 million people. It sounds like a lot. But compared to China with 1.4 billion, India with 1.1 billion, it's not that many. And we have a responsibility to try to develop all of those people. The more of those people that we bring into the structure of success in this country, the fewer of those people we have to take care of and pull along in the welfare system, in the penal system, and in a system where they simply are underachievers. We need all of our people to achieve. We need to reevaluate the structure of our school system. We need to provide school choice for people because, you know, you look at what's going on with the military right now. Between the ages of 17 and 24, 71% of applicants for the voluntary military are rejected for either mental, physical, or educational reasons, educational being by far the biggest one. This is a matter of national security. And talk about each other and tear each other down when we have such important issues to deal with. It feels like we're talking and justice for all. What does that mean? That means we don't pick and choose winners and losers in our society. We want everybody in American society to be a winner. And believe me, it is not that hard to do. The policies that have been instituted over the last many years have kept people from being able to achieve at a high level. You know, our taxation structure is draconian, and it will never encourage entrepreneurial risk-taking and capital investment. Those are the drivers of the kind of innovation that led America to the pinnacle of the world in record time. All of these regulations, 81,000 pages of regulations in the last year alone, encircling every aspect of our lives. And the question is, are we going to continue to accept this? It doesn't matter if it's coming from Democrats or Republicans. It is affecting every single one of us. It's injustice for all. So we, the American people, somehow, some way, must awaken from the stupor that allows us to accept what's being done to us. I believe that our forefathers would be horrified if they were here today, and if they were able to see what we're accepting.
I believe they support Ben Carson.
This is one of the reasons that I got into this race, to really shine the light upon all this stuff that is going on. Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.